Thank you very much. The gentleman from South Carolina, Mr. Timmons, is now recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And Secretary Yellen, Chair Powell, thank you for being here with us today. Just yesterday, Speaker Pelosi gave oxygen to the idea that President Biden has the ability to mint a $1 trillion commemorative coin made of platinum, deposit it in the Federal Reserve, and then use that to pay our bills. A number of other members have adamantly promoted this proposal to include Congressman Nadler, and just Tuesday, my colleague across the aisle tweeted, #MintTheCoin. Chair Powell, please tell me you think this idea is as ridiculous as it sounds.
I really, that's not a question for me.
I had a feeling you would say that. I just wanted to start there. Madam Secretary, please tell me that this is not a legitimate policy proposal and that this is not something that we're considering.
I believe that the only way to handle the debt ceiling is for Congress to raise it and show the world, the financial markets, and the public that we're a country that will pay our bills when we incur them.
I really appreciate that response, more than you can possibly know. Thank you so much. That cuts some of the next few things I was going to say short. We are not going to mint a $1 trillion coin. We're not really, these are not serious policy proposals. Speaking of serious policy proposals, I want to talk about what Congressman Kustoff and Congressman Hollingsworth touched on, the idea of, well, I guess it's changed, because as the Biden administration proposed it, it was originally all transaction histories of any account with more than $600 in or out of it. So you testified not 15 minutes ago that it now in reconciliation is not being considered. It is just the account balance. So sure, it's changed.
I never said that the administration ever proposed collecting detailed transaction data from individuals. That is never anything that the Biden administration contemplated.
So you just said it's changed since the original proposal to what is now being considered. How did it change?
A few additional pieces of information were contemplated for businesses.
And those are no longer being, so it's getting better. It's moving in the right direction, because I've had a number of banks and credit unions reach out to me. It's remarkable. Generally, they do not agree. They are in agreement that this is a terrible proposal. So I know that we're trying to figure out how to pay for $5 trillion of spending, but this is not, just as Mint the Coin is not a serious policy proposal, this is not a serious policy proposal.
This is a very serious policy proposal. We have a $7 trillion estimated tax gap, that we have a great deal of tax avoidance by individuals and businesses, typically very high net worth, high income individuals and businesses that have opaque sources of income that are not paying the taxes that are due.
What does that have to do with $600 accounts? That's every single account of, what is it, 99% of Americans?
Well, listen, banks already report interest amounting to over $10 to the IRS on every account in the country. And this proposal involves 2 additional pieces of information that are not at the level of individual transactions. And this will help low-income individuals who now are disproportionately subject to audits by the IRS.
We had a hearing.
What this will do is let the IRS focus its compliance efforts on those individuals who are avoiding paying the taxes that are due.
Madam Secretary, please. We had a hearing just yesterday in this very room about the underbanked and the unbanked. And one of the biggest concerns is about privacy. And so for us to make it far more challenging, trust the very system that we're hoping that people use, the banking system, the backbone of our economy, we're moving in the wrong direction here, and I appreciate that we have changed the expectation from the original proposal to now it's being considered in reconciliation, but the American people don't want this. They don't think it's reasonable, and I'll go ahead and, this is what's going to happen. It's going to get pulled out because there's no support from the American public, and it's just not going to happen. With that, I yield back. Thank you.